The day my world shattered wasn't loud or violent. It wasn't a fight, a betrayal, or a dramatic confrontation. It was a single picture, sent accidentally, showing my family gathered at a celebration I didn't even know existed. In the center of the photo stood my younger sister, radiant in a white dress, and behind her, my parents smiling as they cut a cake that read, "Congratulations, Megan, our only daughter." That was the moment I realized I hadn't just been forgotten, I had been erased. My name is Lena Ward, and I'm 33 years old. For as long as I can remember, my family treated me like the extra, like I existed only on the edges of their world. Growing up, I wasn't neglected, I was tolerated. Where Megan got praise, I got silence. Where she got comfort, I got advice. Where she was the baby, I was the responsible one. And for years, I thought that was normal. I thought every older sibling carried the invisible weight of the family. But I didn't know how deep their favoritism went, not until the day I received that picture, not until I saw a celebration I wasn't invited to, a celebration that should have been mine. The message came from Megan. At first, I thought it was a mistake. Maybe she meant to send it to her boyfriend or friends. But then I saw the caption. "Thank you for everything, Mom and Dad. I'm so lucky to be your one and only." My stomach twisted. I zoomed in on the photo. My parents were hugging her. My uncles and cousins were there. Even neighbors I barely remembered were smiling in the background. But me? I wasn't invited, wasn't mentioned, wasn't even acknowledged. I scrolled down, and there it was. Another message, also sent accidentally. A screenshot of a chat between Megan and my mother. "Mom, don't tell Lena. She'll make it about herself." Megan, obviously, she ruins everything with her seriousness. A celebration, a family, a moment, all shared with everyone but me. I sat on my couch, phone trembling in my hand, memories flooding my mind, moments I had ignored because I wanted to believe my family cared. Mom telling me not to come to dinners because there aren't enough chairs. Dad forgetting to invite me to his retirement ceremony. Megan acting annoyed whenever I showed up to family events. I had convinced myself it was accident after accident, but that screenshot proved the truth. They didn't forget me. They excluded me. Growing up, I was the responsible one, not because I wanted to be, but because no one else would step up. When Dad lost his job, I was 19. I worked 2 part-time jobs to help keep the house running. My paychecks went to utility bills, groceries, school supplies, every little thing no one else thought about. When Megan wanted to join dance classes, I helped pay the fees. When Mom needed medication, I bought it. When our old car broke down, I was the one who took out a loan. And every time I helped, I told myself, they appreciate this, even if they don't say it. But years went by, and appreciation never came. Instead, they expected it, assumed it, treated my efforts as obligations, not sacrifices. When I moved out at 28, Mom cried, not because she'd miss me, but because she said, "How are we supposed to manage everything without you?" Not, "We'll miss your presence," not, "You deserve your own life." Just, "We need you to keep paying for things." I ignored it, because that's what love does. It excuses the wounds. But that photo, that celebration, that was a wound I could no longer ignore. I didn't storm over. I didn't yell. I took a deep breath, drove to my parents' house, and knocked. Mom opened the door, surprised. "Lena, we weren't expecting you." "Clearly," I said calmly. "Can I come in?" Her smile faltered. She stepped aside. Inside, decorations still hung from the ceiling. Streamers, golden balloons, congratulatory banners. Megan appeared at the top of the stairs. Her face drained of color when she saw me. "You weren't supposed to see that," she muttered. I know, I replied. Why wasn't I invited? She folded her arms. Because it was a small event. There were 40 people here, I said. Neighbors were invited, even Uncle Rob's golf buddies. Megan rolled her eyes. You always make things dramatic. I swallowed the lump in my throat. Dad finally walked in. Why are you here, Lena? 3 seconds. That's how long it took him to break my heart again. 3 seconds, and not a hint of warmth in his voice. I want to understand, I said. Why am I not part of this family? What did I do? Silence. Then Mom spoke. It's not that you're not part of the family, but you're difficult, Lena. You question everything. You challenge things. You make situations uncomfortable. I stared at her. I make things uncomfortable by asking to be treated equally? Dad sighed dramatically. You don't understand. Megan is more sensitive. She's emotional. She needs more from us. And I don't? You're stronger, Mom said. You always have been. I felt something inside me harden. Strength? Strength was their excuse, their justification for using me, their reason for excluding me, their shield against accountability. I wasn't strong. I was forced to be. I'm not here to fight, I said. I'm here to say goodbye. Mom's face contorted. Goodbye? What is that supposed to mean? I said slowly, I'm done being your backup plan, your emotional punching bag, your invisible daughter. Megan scoffed. This is so dramatic. I looked at her. You erased me from your celebration, from your memories, from your life. I turned back to my parents. I won't let you erase me from myself. Dad stepped forward. You're overreacting. We just wanted a peaceful event. I smiled softly and painfully. And peace to you means excluding me. No one spoke. Not because they didn't have answers, but because they knew I was right. I took a deep breath. All the bills, the house repairs, the loans, they're no longer my responsibility. I've removed my name from every account. You will have to stand on your own from now on. For the first time ever, fear flashed across Megan's face. Real fear. Lena, we need your help, Mom whispered. We depend on you. I nodded slowly. You depend on me, but you don't value me. And that's when I walked away. I thought my hands would shake. I thought I'd cry. I thought I'd feel empty. But I only felt one thing. Free. That night, my phone exploded with messages. We didn't mean it like that. Your sister is emotional. You know how she is. You're abandoning us. You're being selfish. Family handles things quietly. We raised you. You owe us. Each message was a reminder of why I walked away. Then came the final one, from Dad. If you're not part of this family, don't expect us to treat you like one. I stared at the message for a long time. Then I replied, You haven't treated me like family in years. And I blocked all 3 of them. For the first time in 33 years, my life was quiet. No 2 a.m. phone calls, no frantic requests, no guilt tripping, no emergencies only I could solve. I woke up without dread. I slept without stress. I ate meals I actually tasted. I breathed fully. I started therapy. I reconnected with friends. I rediscovered hobbies I had abandoned to support my family's chaos. And slowly, I began to see something shocking. It wasn't my job to save them. It was their job to treat me like family. And they never did. 2 months passed before someone knocked on my apartment door. It was Megan. Eyes red, makeup smudged, looking smaller than I had ever seen her. Lena, please, come home. Mom's a mess. Dad is angry all the time. I crossed my arms. And why are you here? Because you're my sister. I shook my head. Am I? You called yourself the only daughter. You celebrated without me. You insulted me in messages. She opened her mouth. But I continued. You don't miss me. You miss what I did for you. She burst into tears. "You're cold." "No," I said gently. "I'm healing." She grabbed my arm. "Please, help us." I pulled my arm away. "You had a family celebration without me. You can survive without me too." I closed the door softly. Not angrily, not dramatically, just peacefully. Weeks later, I received one last email from Mom. It said, "We never realized how much you carried. We never saw your pain. We only saw your strength. We are sorry. Not because we lost your help, but because we lost you." I didn't reply, not out of anger, but because healing doesn't always require reopening the wound. I didn't walk away from my family because I stopped loving them. I walked away because they loved the version of me that served them, not the version of me that needed love. Today, I am not the forgotten daughter. I am not the financial crutch. I am not the emotional sponge. I am not the invisible one. I am simply Lena, a woman who finally chose herself. And sometimes, choosing yourself is the most powerful revenge of all.